is the dominant culture? What are the cultural values, traditions, and moral beliefs of it?
That's a big loaded question. I'm probably not going to be able to cover that in a short amount of time, but I will address what is dominant culture because that's a great question. So dominant culture, and we're talking about the US here, and there are patches of the US that are different than dominant culture. But we're looking at how the systems and structures were set up in the United States. And so dominant culture refers to the group of people that is dominant. So in the US, it's typically white, male, cisgender, able-bodied, middle class. So you're looking at more middle class to upper class. And there's many more pieces of dominant culture. I'm not going to go into all of them, but it is who you see at the top, mostly in the United States, making laws, determining structures. And if you look at our history, that is what we refer to as dominant culture. The minority cultures are all of the other folks in our nation, disabled, different races, different genders, different sexual preferences, sexual orientations, etc. And so that is those communities are considered minority communities, underserved communities, underrepresented communities. There's a lot of different terminology for those communities, and the rest are dominant culture. And so depending on what group you're looking at, whether you're looking at able-bodied or disabled, different racial groups, that's how you are, deciding where the underrepresented, I say in quotation marks, communities are. And within that dominant culture, there's a ton of cultural pieces, and that's where I'm not going to get into today, but dominant culture, there you go. Thank you so much for the question.